Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we are on the Go Home Show, looking to crown our #1 contenders here tonight. Last week, B.A. Tycho earned his shot at the golden opportunity for the Icon division, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, and I often am. But tonight we're going to be starting off one-on-one contest as the former Idol Division, the first ever Idol Division champion and former Openweight champion, Draven, makes her way to the ring. No, B.I. Tycho's for the Idol Division, excuse me. And someone that had run the Idol Division in Season 1. Going to start us off here tonight. We have two big events, two big matches coming up later tonight, as well as a grudge match for the Coalition, as the Coalition seems to be bursting at the seams. But we'll see who Draven is going to go up against to start us off here. I mean, this is always an awkward position to be in for any competitors because, you know, it's like any other day. You show up to work, you wait for your opponent to come down the ring, and you put in your time, you clock in your timesheet, but it's at the position of, you know, there's may not be any rewards. This is a thankless job, this industry, for a match like this. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to work your way up to the big opportunities, and sometimes it feels like those big opportunities never come, but it certainly adds up as Potato makes their way to the ring, the former longest reigning openweight champion of all time. Lost the title to Rize, and now looking to find their place back in the MPW sphere. Try to figure out where they can go here straight out the gate, Potato. Certainly this season we've been seeing a little bit of a different style of Potato. Much more of an aggressive style than we've seen in previous seasons, where he's a little bit more laxed, but I don't know if that's been working for his benefit. I mean, he's the longest reigning openweight champion. I mean, it certainly works for his benefit. But at the same time, we have been seeing Potato maybe gassing himself too early, as Draven is getting pushed up against the ropes by Potato. They're going to get a clean break from the referee. Potato gets that right hand. Once again, shoulder and elbow, or collar and elbow tie-up. And Potato's going to push Draven back into the corner. Again, push her into the champion's corner. And Draven gets out of it. Swing and a miss that time. Gets the elbow up. And Potato tries to get another back elbow and a strike. Just a slap from Draven. Off the ropes, a flying forearm. But of course, Potato holds himself on the ropes. Nearly avoids that. And now a DDT from Draven. Putting the boots to Potato, as Potato's going to roll outside of the ring, and Draven is going to get up top for the first time tonight, and Potato narrowly avoids it, rolling into the ring, making Draven just fall onto the concrete. Was going to run right through her, but Draven, with a combination of kicks and punches, DDT again, just planting Potato. Now we're talking is right. As it looks like Draven is taking a little bit of a slower approach, trying to dismantle. Oh, it's one-legged dropkick to the face. Each part of Potato, slightly head kick. The educated feet from Draven. This is the kind of Draven that went undefeated for a while in Season 1. I believe like 8-0. Goes for the cover. Kick out of one. A little bit too early for Potato, but was going for a blackout. Potato narrowly gets out of that. Narrowly is apparently the word of the day. Has Draven in the corner. Grabbing her by her ankles, just tossing off the ropes. Big boy senton to Draven, crashing down like a sack of potatoes. 2, near fall for Draven. Knocked the wind right out of her. Potato gets her back up on her feet. Avoids whatever that was. Gets Potato. Kick to the gut. Trying to fight out of this corner. Sends him up and over. Draven, this time, going to exit the ring through the bottom ropes. And not over the top rope. And then Potato back and forth on the outside. Ooh, playing a little bit of cat and mouse from Draven. And now Potato taunting. Saying, come get me. A little bit of the ego showing, the personality of Potato. What is Potato looking for here? Taking his time on the outside. He's making sure to rest as much as he can. And now Draven, maybe taunting him a little bit more. Gets her. But could that be the hubris? Potato plunge. Draven almost maybe mocking Potato and could have just cost her the match, and it does. I think that might have just caught her off guard. And Potato plunged her. I mean, this has kind of been how Potato's matches have been going. It seems like it's a little bit one-sided in the favor of his opponent, and then he just catches them off guard. He strikes like the Viper. He strikes right at it. The jaws clench, and he picks up a win. Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat does Potato. But we see more of him. Maybe even we'll see him in some important matches like the Idol Division Golden Opportunity. Who knows? But we're going to move on to our next match tonight. The Coalition bursting at the seams. We'll find out next. Like I said, we're going to see some faction warfare here tonight. But it might not be exactly the type of faction warfare you guys are familiar with. Instead of one team going up against another, it's going to be some infighting, as we've seen the heads of B.A. Tycho and Greg collide as the coalitions of humans against treachery barely hold on. Are they truly okay, or is the damage unrepairable? We'll have to see, but before we get into the match, let's introduce the opponents here. One-on-one contest is going to be a bear with Greg in his corner going one-on-one against Blueness. With B.A. Tycho, I would assume, presumably in his corner. It seems like this civil war has split the coalition straight down the center. The cracks are showing. And it seems like the two at the forefront, the two at the ends of this crack, is Greg and B.A. Tycho. I mean, it started all the way back when Greg won the Icon Division Championship for the first time. It seemed that rubbed B.A. Tycho the wrong way. It seemed that, you know, what's good for the goose wasn't good for the gander in the coalition. And B.A. Tycho felt maybe a little bit inferior to one of his subordinates, Greg. And the alpha nature of B.A. Tycho starts to clash. But Greg wouldn't stand down. And now it seems like it's got to this point where I don't even know if if the winning side of this feud will even have a coalition to come back to. Of course, Bear and Greg have been very, very good friends since coming into MPW, and they stick by each other here, as you can see, but going to meet him, of course, is going to be B.A. Tycho and Blueness. The coalition of humans against treachery. I mean, they're... For the Bear and Greg, they come down. That's the Bear with Greg. For B.A. Tycho and Blueness, they're flying the flag of the coalition. Certainly making a statement saying, we are still the coalition. Blueness, known as B.A. Tycho's good little soldier, and she's about to go to war here for him tonight. Last week we saw Blueness, or at least what we think to be Blueness, try to distract a Bear against T in his match last week. So it looks like Blueness and a Bear is supposed to go one-on-one, but B.A. Tycho has seemingly stepped into the ring for this match. You can never know what to expect with the coalition, but it seems like maybe B.A. Tycho called an audible, and he took the spot of Blueness. I have absolutely no idea. An unstoppable force meets an immovable object here tonight. Maybe this is something B.A. Tycho feels he has to do to get that chip off his shoulder. Back body drop. As B.A. Tycho wants to get his hands on one of his former members, or one of the members of the coalition that seems to be siding with Greg. Maybe as a way to show to Greg Uranagi from a Bear, the powerful lift. Maybe it's to show Greg that this is what a leader can do. Maybe try to prove himself again. The hubris, maybe. As B.A. Tycho stands behind the towering 7-foot-tall Bear. It seems the power advantage goes to the Bear backstabber. But B.A. Tycho just being able to outmaneuver him ever so slightly. Went for a swinging neck breaker, couldn't connect. The Bear, oh, tossed up and over. Now B.A. Tycho going for a front face lock. The rope's way too close to them, the long legs, as Blueness seems to have slid a sledgehammer. Of course, it is no disqualification, or it's not no disqualification, so using any sort of foreign object will get your opponent will get you disqualified. So B.A. Tycho certainly doesn't want to use that while the ref is looking, at least. But of course, up to referee's discretion on how they want to handle that, as always. Bear back up onto his feet, double axe handle. For B.A. Tycho, you have to imagine what's going on in his head is, if he loses to a Bear, I mean, that could even sow seeds of worry into Blueness, saying like B.A. Tycho can't beat anybody in the coalition. Of course, though, B.A. Tycho did win an opportunity at the Golden Opportunity. Off the ropes, cross body. And so he is coming off of a huge win. That momentum could swing in his favor here. Rolls up. Goes for something in a bear hug. Immediately scooped into a bear hug. Trying to squeeze the life out of B.A. Tycho, as he just barely gets out of it. Overhand punch, and the Bear is feeling it. Each of these two trading blows. Neither one wants to fall. Back and forth punch, right hands after right hands. BA Tycho gets another shot in. Right to the chin, both on wobbly feet. BA Tycho saying, come on, give me what you got. Both these two, neither one wants to fall, and now they just flurry. Which will fall first? BA Tycho doesn't take him out, but bullies, gets him for the Uranagi. Got him on Dream Street. Goes for the cover, two. Oh, near fall. That was a 2.9, and you can see the frustration on the mask of BA Tycho, that body language. Inzaguri. BA Tycho nearly took it. Working over the legs now. Now just trying to take it a little bit slow, pulling on the face, got the knee on the back, pressuring the spine. Off the ropes, ducks under, grabs him, and now is mauling BA Tycho. The bear is unleashed on BA Tycho, biting at the mask. BA Tycho might be out of it. Kick out of two. Bear gonna look for BA Tycho on the ground right in front of the French Canadian commentator's table. Nearly runs right through him. BA Tycho stops him. Sends him head first into the apron. The hardest part of the ring, some might say. Both get in at the count of three. Looking for a bear hug. BA Tycho's trying to go for a bear hug, and the bear reverses it. You can't beat a bear with his own hug. In plain sight, though. The arena calling for one more time. BA Tycho thinks it's enough. 2, 3. The leader of the coalition proving a point to Greg. Don't get in my way or you're gonna get run over. Can we see this momentum carry BA Tycho into that golden opportunity match? And could BA Tycho have a shot at the championship? We'll see. But next up, we're going to see who has a shot at the Idol Division Championship with the Idol Division #1 contendership next. The Idol Division #1 contendership is on the line. And somehow the Lord works in mysterious ways. Chain has made it to the finals of this tournament to earn a #1 contendership. Can Chain do it this time? The winner of this match is going to go up against Emrys Morgana for the Idol Division Championship. She's been holding on to it like Gollum with the fucking ring, not letting anybody get through to it. And I don't think if Chain somehow squeaks his way through here, I don't imagine he has a chance of becoming the Idol Division champion, but we'll have to see. Unchained Awesome gonna go one-on-one against the other person that made it this far, Kodo. These two have fought each other many times, and there's been a lot of different stuff, but I would say, or a lot of different outcomes, but I would say that Kodo definitely has the edge going into this match against Chain. Has beat Chain many times before. Chain beat Merlin and MamaInu to get to this point. This would be Chain's first time as an Idol Division champion in his first ever Idol Division championship match, I believe. I may be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's true. Chain seems like he's always the bridesmaid, never the bride in these situations. Can he make it all the way? But someone that bleeds purple like MPW, blood, sweat, and tears in purple, Kodo Twin Moon, who has made it to this point before. Kodo has made it, has challenged Emrys Morgana for the title, was the previous #1 contender, looking to go back-to-back against Emrys. Can Kodo do it? Kodo is looking for just one more chance at this championship. Kodo beat... I have terrible notes, so I really don't know, but I'm pretty sure Kodo beat Shmeeps or BA Tycho. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I mixed up all of my notes for this one, but Kodo beat 2 other people to get to this point and is looking for another shot at the top spot in MPW in the Idol division. One of the most sought-after prizes in MPW. I mean, the prestige is just legendary with the names linked to that championship. To have your name written there would be just the biggest accomplishment. Unchained versus Kodo. Goes for a super kick, immediately misses. Drop kick from Kodo. Like I said, Kodo's had this guy's number since the beginning. Now stomping on the chest of Chain, goes over the ropes. Kodo maybe looking for a springboard from the apron. Drop kick. Off the ropes again. Goes for a snapmare. It's caught off. And now eye raking from Chain, targeting the eyes. And a little bit of an underhanded tactic. Then throws Kodo into the ref and a head scissors. Chain already showing he's willing to do whatever it takes to win. Leg kick and a head kick and another head kick. These two love trading kicks to each other. And it might just be a little bit of Chain's ego showing, trying to outdo the alien with kicks of crazy. Barely missing that senton. And now Chain, crucifix pin. Trying to get the early pin. Like I said, any means necessary. Gets it. Tosses. Using Kodo's momentum to get that lift. As Chain goes all the way to the top. What is Chain looking for? Elbows from the sky. Now Kodo back up onto their feet. Now Chain and Kodo are going to go back and forth. A punch for a punch. Trading blows as they get on wobbly feet. Who's going to see the lights first? Chain gets a punch and a chop in. And Kodo gets the same. Back and forth. The force between these two. Neither one wanting to say die. Chain. Kodo. Chain says right on the face. Hits it, and now both of them just lighting each other up. It's nothing but a flat-out brawl. And Kodo with the fist to the face. Axe kick. Super kick to the chest. Don't want to get into a kicking fight with an alien, I'll tell you that much. And this is going to be the exact reason why Kodo lining it up for a hefty buzzsaw kick blocked by Chain. Hurricane Rana. Chain barely. And Chain's now lining it up. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Duck. Duck by Kodo as well. Neither of these two can land a strike. Chain now just hung out to dry. Kick to the ribs. He's got nowhere to go. Grabbing the... Spins. Carl around. Chainmaker! Center of the ring. Chainmaker to Kato. 2 for the number 1 contendership. Chain is gonna challenge for the Idol Division Championship against Emrys Morgana on Saturday. Caught Kato slacking. And Unchained is going to go potentially earn his first Idol Division Championship, as we'll move on to the main event tonight for the Icon Division number 1 contendership. Who will challenge for the championship? We're going to find out in our main event tonight next. All right, it is time for the main event of the evening. The number 1 contendership for the Icon Division Championship. Recently, she was dethroned as the openweight champion by Angel. Rize is looking to add the Icon Division Championship to her accolades. For Rize, she had to... This is also another terrible list of things. I don't remember who Rize beat. I think Rize beat... I don't remember. The list for these are horrible. I apologize, but Rize beat 2 other competitors. And speaking of 2 competitors, Rize's got Vyakaka and AZ in her corner as usual. The Shogunate never too far behind from the self-proclaimed Panda Archon. But this is going to be an interesting match because sort of like an official, unofficial member of the Shogunate, the sort of 4th member who has aligned themselves with Rize numerous times before, Viren, earning their spot here. Looking to take on Rize here. I mean, this is sort of the beauty of this business. You're going to make friends, you're going to make enemies, but at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is you. You can't allow friendships, you can't allow relationships you've made in this business to ruin your career, your opportunities. So few opportunities are given in MPW, in this business at general, that you gotta grab that brass ring when it's hanging in front of you. You can't wait around for someone else to take it. And you sure as hell shouldn't give away your opportunities like these. So I do think Viren has a little bit of an uphill battle going into a 3-on-1. But this is a big opportunity. Can they do it? Shoulder and elbow tie up the strength. Test the strength. Viren picks up the win. I mean, we've been seeing a little bit of some shocking maneuvers from this young up-and-comer. That looked like that moonsault looked like it hurt Viren more than it hurt Rize. We've seen some shocking upsets. Could we see one here tonight? Deadlift powerbomb. Then a dragon screw leg whip made famous by Tanahashi. Dropkick into the bottom turnbuckle, but a little bit too close to the ropes, and Rize doesn't agree, but of course you can't argue with the official as Rize finds her way in front of the French-Canadian commentator's table on the outside. Gonna follow Viren, not letting them get away from any of this punishment. Sending Viren into the ring. Rize follows shortly. And it seems to all be in the favor of the Panda Archon. Sends Rize into the corner. And now Vyakaka distracting Viren again. As I said, the disadvantage coming into this is Rize's got a whole peanut gallery in the corner sharing their opinions. Once again, locking up. This time, Rize pushing Viren back. Ref's trying to break it up, but on a non-clean breakup, crucifix driver in the corner. Rize disrespecting, unhonorable maneuver from Rize. As Viren lion salts. Doesn't connect. Off the ropes, arm drag. Rize still very much in control of this match. Now Rize going up top. I feel like we very rarely see this happen. From the top rope, elbow, center of the ring though, shoulders down. 1, 2. And a near fall. Seems like Rize wants to get home early. Dragon Screw leg whip again from Viren. Going for another moonsault, just has not been able to land them. Except for that one. And Rize maybe looking for the Wrath of God. No! Viren has Rize caught up. Crucifix rolling, or what the hell is happening? Rolling Rize around. Trying to look for the pin. And Rize kicks out of nothing. I think the referee was kind of confused on what was going on there. A little bit close to the ropes. Referee doesn't call it, though, or there. Referee does call it. Inverted DDT. And on the knee. Viren now. Usually we see the people in the enemy corner remove the turnbuckles, but Viren removes the turnbuckle and then immediately pins Rize, but the referee's distracted, fixing the turnbuckle. I think that was a miscalculation from the Alchemist. Picking up Rize. Rize fallaway DDT. Inverted DDT. Shogunate gonna meet Viren on the outside. Missed the drop, or the elbow drop, but gonna get some licks in before going back into the ring. Rize looking like she's taking a break in the corner. And Viren, I don't know if Viren's taking Rize seriously. Just did a little fake jab. Or is this Viren giving up their opportunity to Rize? Shoulder tackle, wild shoulder tackle. And Rize gonna get onto the apron. Viren, back body drop onto the apron. And a 3. Viren gets sent into the steel steps. Just the punishment dealt to this poor kid. Again, just driven to the steel steps. That's sort of in the gray area of technicality. Rize's not using it as a weapon, but using it as a foreign object. 7. Rize going up top. 8. Oh, God! Oh, my God! Rize just went head first into the steel steps. Rize could have concussed herself or ended her career. But reset the count. That might have been the biggest miscalculation as Viren goes up onto the barricade. These two just trying to hurt each other. 7. Sending Viren again into the steel steps, or at least trying to before Viren stops. 8. Once again, Rize in the corner. This time, Viren not taking any chances. Right hand has her set up. Viren. What is... Where are they going? Superplex! Rize gets up onto her feet. Viren clothesline tosses Viren through the middle rope. A little bit of possum, maybe. Right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. And Viren going for something, whatever it is. Rize has it scouted. Viren and now Rize. The clashes have been happening tonight. Rize saying, come on, hit me. And I don't know if that's the concussion talking. The concussion taking over Rize like the Venom symbiote. And Rize, much like the rest of this match, took that altar on the altar. Put Viren's head on the altar. And that's gonna challenge Flair. No. Rize nearly done it. What is it gonna take? Single leg drop kick to challenge Flair. We can see Viren have a shot at the championship against Flair. He just needs to pick up the pace. Running Bulldog. Any big move could potentially win you the match. Or even a small move, near fall. That Bulldog nearly taking Rize out. Chops light up. Death Valley Driver! But Rize, again, the concussion. Getting right back up. On the altar of the gods! Putting Viren's head back on the altar. Oh my god, kicking it 2 again. I thought it was over. What is it gonna take? Viren. Standing on the apron. Goes for a Hurricane Rana, gets caught into a powerbomb, just spikes Viren. What is Rize looking for? Hand of God! Springboard Hand of God. 2. No, kicking it 2 again, Viren. For a third time. Third time's the chunk. Gets caught this time. Caught her. Viren with the reversal. Over the rope senton. Nobody's home. It's like every time Viren gets just a lick, Rize takes it back. On the middle rope. Drop kick, shotgun drop kick to the chest. It looks like Rize might be slowing down. Could this be Viren's opportunity? Yakaka standing on the apron. Viren with a strange mixture to Rize to challenge Flair. 2. No, kick it at 2. It's not going to be that easy to put away Rize. It ain't easy being Rize. Senton. Little shitty senton. And now guillotines are on the bottom rope. Guillotine leg drop. Going all the way up top. Going for another Hurricane Rana or something. And a power bomb from Rize. Rize does look a little bit wobbly, but in the corner forearm. Step up kick. And a fisherman belly to belly. Could this finally be what Rize needs? No, Viren once again has it scouted. Shooting star press. Rize back up, goes for a forearm, gets caught with a leg from Viren. Off the ropes. I thought Viren was going to toss Rize outside of the ring, to be honest. Viren for the second time. Strange mixture, a little bit close to the ropes, rolling Rize away. 1, 2, for the number one contendership, and Viren defeats Rize in a huge upset. Going to challenge Flair for the Icon Division Championship on Saturday. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and I will see you guys on Saturday.